What is up, ball bag? Shades are back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for us. Time it's going to be a Major League Baseball for Tuesday, April the 26th. Games going to be played between the Philadelphia Phillies and Colorado Rockies. Current betting spread is Phillies minus 150. Total 8. Shame to have that Tigers game postponed, right? And then, reopen at a much worse number on Saturday. I mean, Tigers rolled and it meant nothing to me. You hate to see it. Nonetheless, another good weekend with the live plays, going 3-1 from the shows, picking up a few more sticks in this sport. And look, we'll look to carry onward. Real quick, though, before we go into the play, has anyone ever taken a shit at their local gyms? I had to earlier today, and woof, what an experience. First of all, gyms are some of the nastiest places to begin with. And when you take that into consideration, think about how bad one actually has to shit to warrant going into one of those stalls. You practically need a shit in like a hazmat suit with like assless chaps on, or like a romper with a poop chute. Some may argue actually shitting in public helps build up the immune system. I heard if you get vaccinated in a gym stall, it makes you immune to every disease known to man. That's just a rumor I've heard, though. Anyway, I dealt with this firsthand today. Came out on top. I did step in shit on my way out, but that's par for the course. All right, look, let's talk on this play here. So my favorite play for this game is actually not out yet, but that doesn't stop us from projecting and then betting, right? With a total of 8 at minus 115 to the over, it's going to generate a first 5 line of 4.5 with minus 120 to the under. This may move as well, so you can sit on it, but just know once first 5 gets published here at minus 120 or better, I will be firing on the under at DraftKings. DraftKings will probably have it first, so I'm saying then. So why the under here, first 5 at 4.5, with two teams who've shown some offensive potency this year and seemingly below average pitching coming in? And why just the first 5 versus full game? Look, grab your ass cheeks and let's talk through it all. Now, Zach Eflin, LOL. Zach Eflin is a pitcher I love fading away from Philly, but at home, dude's a stud. He gets a perfect storm here with the Rockies, also being on the road. Nice little 4-1 start for them, but we know a potent arm can certainly slow these bats down. And look, if you don't believe the home road splits for Eflin, just look at this dude's career. Eflin on the surface this year, again, looks like dog shit, but pull back the curtains, and he's been quite unlucky thus far. He's also had the pleasure of pitching in Coors Field, which really isn't fun for a guy who already has woeful road splits. To the surprise of no one, Eflin threw well at home versus Oakland this year. Walks often a concern for Zach, but he did a good job limiting them last season. I think his career low in walks per 9. With an xFIP and Sierra of 3.5 early on, all Eflin has to do is keep doing what he's been doing. These surface numbers will come down. Add in his hard contact rate at under 19% and batting average on balls in play at 400. And yes, progression to the mean is en route. Will it be this start? Who knows? But these numbers will come down, especially with more home starts under his belt. Now let's hover over to German Marquez. I've always loved Marquez, who's done himself no favor staying in that thin air in Colorado. But he's still an above-average arm. Another pitcher who's not exactly waking up with bird shit on his windshield this season. He's rocking an ERA near 5, an xFIP of 3.3, a Sierra under 3.5. Marquez had the luxury of 3 straight starts in Coors Field, but now travels to Philly. While this park can be classified as a hitter's park, it's not really the case when there's brisk weather. I'll talk more on that in a bit, but Marquez is often brutal versus righty bats, which is where most of this Philly potency comes from. Excuse Bryce Harper. Now, Marquez's hard contact rate is troublesome thus far, but it's tough to trust limited data, especially since it's all at Coors Field. His line drive rate is fine, but his 4 home runs in 17 innings is an issue. But again, Coors Field, I'd expect Marquez to be better able to navigate through this lineup here in Philly this go-around. Now, I prefer the first 5 to avoid the pens. While Philly has made some bullpen strides in the offseason, Colorado is practically the league's worst pen. I know they haven't been terrible thus far, but we're still not even 10% into the season yet. I mean, imagine falling in love with one team 1 week into the NFL season. As for weather, a 60-degree night, with slight wind blowing in, isn't exactly hitter's weather in this park. All in all, give me the under. First 5, 4.5, minus 120 with 2 arms who have positive regression coming and good advantages in this matchup, right? With weather on their side as well, a juicy number. We'll take the under in this spot all day. Now, while this number might not be out yet, I'd expect this to publish at 4.5, minus 120. May even close better than that with potentially some over money coming in. So you could sit on this if you'd like, but once I see 4.5 at 120 or better, I will be firing on the under. May the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you trip over dog shit As always, drop comments below your thoughts on the vid and let me know who you're betting for this MLB slate. Don't be shy in the comments section. We all know the water's warm. Just dive on in. As for this week, Tyler Spread got you covered in the NBA breakdowns for the playoffs, along with the DFS crew. Joey Work will have you for the next few nights in baseball. I'll be back Wednesday with the golf crew, and then back again Thursday night for Friday with another baseball vid. And of course, Kegger always holding it down on the live shows. Lots going on, so head over to runpurebets.com to see what we're all about. But look, as always, folks, gamble responsibly, stay safe, and yes,